Okay, welcome everyone to the live event. This is one of several, at least weekly, law of attraction tips for your business or personal development. I'm going to go over the PowerPoint presentation. So it is now about 10:48 my time. I want to keep this between 10 or 15 minutes. I want to stay on time. So if I get long-winded or passionate about anything, I'm going to hit my time. I'm going to make sure I'm on time, okay? Just great information. Um, but this is one of several, which one thing I'm testing out for us marketers, internet marketers, business owners, I'm testing out this system here, which Facebook changed the algorithms. So they changed the way people engage or how you get more um, um, free traffic, free traffic to your site or free traffic to your feed or your page or whatever. So I'm going to get to this. But the purpose of this, you're on either on my site, BizTips247, which I'm going to test this out also before I decide to do another pay-per-click, either to this site or to my other page. Which my other page, I apologize for that. My other page is, you're going to see on there Nicholas Brown, which is the other page. You should see the video here also. So let me close this out. As you can see, we're here live. I'm going to stay on top of this. Let me go ahead and set up the timer, and then we will get set, which I'm learning this also, which Be Live. The name of this system is called Be Live TV. For some reason, I can't hear myself. I don't know if people are on here or not. So let's see here. Okay, for the viewers, which once again we're going to continue. So let me set my timer, and then we'll get set because it's going to be several. I may do another in the next 2 to 3 hours for one to test the engagement, see how many additional people view this site. With Facebook allows, they like content and they like engagement. So I'm testing this out, and I'll also get in the flow. This is my first presentation this morning, my first webinar this morning. I just finished this PowerPoint, so I'm testing the flow. I got to get in the momentum. So let me get this set. Hit the clock. Let's try to do 15 minutes or less. So it's 10:50 my time. So let me hit the timer. Let's sit for 15 minutes. We're done. And let's begin. So here's part of the solution to help you get started here. So this is just to get started. This normally I do this on the webinar. There's no fee. If there's a fee involved, you know in time, but there's no fee involved. So here's how I'm going to start out. If you like this, if this is for you, if you have this type of problem, here's part of the solution on there. Here's part of the solution to get you started. This is the last slide that I'm gonna come through, but I always like to start first because I like to know let my audience know, either in person or offline, if I'm going to sell them something. If so, I let them know the amount. Do you know that? But this is just educational. This is something for you to download. You're gonna send a message or comment, LOA, which stands for Law of Attraction, or you're gonna type in the word planner. Once this ends, or you can do that now, and you receive your 30-day planner PDF guide, but there's no charge for this, okay? So it's basically free. So let's get to the first slide here, and we're going to get started, okay? This is the law of attraction. So you join us weekly here with motivation tips, and I'm going to have guest speakers. So this is the first of several. I want to get this going because this is a test, and this is also, I'm looking for targeted individuals or targeted companies or targeted people that are interested in networking with like-minded. So it's something about the law of attraction. When I started business, there's 3 things I go through, or the 4 things I like to go through. You'll hear that on my podcast. You can go to the podcast, Nicholas Brown podcast show. Just go on iTunes, located on iTunes and above, or you can go to my website, nickbrowninc.com. You can listen to several podcast, which this is actually going to be a podcast itself too, though. But there's three things, actually four things that people go through that I go through because I'm not. I always tell my daughter, "You're not everybody. Everybody, you're somebody." Okay, which is faith, fitness, family. If you don't have family, get around the right friends, and then the finance. Finance is last, so don't worry about the money. I don't worry about the money if you structure this type of system, which is another way you structure the system is. If you ever heard of the rich and poor dad, I follow that model. So you want to be on the B&I side. You want to start creating assets. You want your business working for you instead of you working for your business. Same thing in real estate. When I did real estate, it's the opposite way. You want your money working for you instead of you work for money. In real estate, investment side. Same thing you want to do with the business side of this. So right now, you're building a foundation. Okay? Think of this, you're building your foundation like I'm doing right now. I'm building my foundation though, but it's something about the law of attraction when you're building your foundation, when you start now. I started out these last 3 to 5 days. I'm starting to get some law of attraction. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see that also, which I focus on there. I want to see the results on the free type of traffic that comes in. Because it's three people like, know, and trust, they will do business with you. And I love educating. Those are the type of people when I was selling cars, which was a slower motion, when I was selling cars in the 90s on there, my first month did 14 cars. Out of the 14 cars, 2 were up front. The other 12 were referrals, because I love educating them on there. So I want to educate you. So if I ever have any type of products or service that I have available, at least you'll be educated, or at least I'm someone you like, know, or trust. Or if I ever introduce you to someone that's in my tribe or in my field of expertise on there, they're like-minded. So that's the law of attraction. That's the type of attraction I'm getting in my Instagram. That's the type of attraction that I'm going to focus on. I'm also getting in a podcast. So the purpose of this is I want to build a bridge. I want to build a bridge with you guys. I want you to know. I want you to come to this site because I'm going to put education. I'm going to put the inspiration, not just motivation, but a strategy. I believe in strategy. This is good motive, but it's the example. So what I did, this is the first. I came to this. This is the first PowerPoint presentation I put together on there. So here's what I came across when I was researching on some type of education or some type of aha, some type of thing that you can relate on. We all can relate on succeeding. So succeeding, let's find out what the meaning is. Coming after something in time, subsequent. Also look at it as a verb, to accomplish an aim in the manner desired, to succeed in winning. Also can let the ponder of probability of succeeding with the people. Also came to another part of success, and that broke out to me because here's the thing is, succeeding meaning, number one, present partible of succeed. If you succeed, you achieve something that you have been aiming for, and if plan or piece of work. Okay. Then I came across this. I'm pointing this out too. Legal definition of succeed: to come next after another in office or position and aim. That's what I focus on. I'm gonna get some water on it. I focus on targeted traffic, targeted leads, and I always focus on position. For example, you see this cup of water that I'm drinking? It's in the position. There was a preacher named Reverend Pastor Haynes here in Dallas, Texas on there. I'll never forget that back in the years. There's no content without a context. It's a position. So you always want to focus. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but focus on building your position first. Same process too of building a house. You don't have the roof without that foundation. Like, gotta lay the concrete. When you lay the concrete, you got the walls, the doors, top. But that's yours that you built. So I'm building. This is why social media is so strong. That's why the influence is so strong. I can get all deep in that too, though. But that's the example you go through. But the succeeding that stood out, aiming. That's a target. You always want to hit your target. I focus on target traffic. I focus on target tracking traffic, and I focus on building my position or building that data where I can always come back to that data and send them more information if I want it. The niches and the list is a little bit more deep on that. I just want to, if some people in internet marketing or know about target traffic or building the data, you'll understand. Okay, so came across this. I'm just going to go deep a little bit, not too deep. I'm just going to go toward laws of trust, law of attraction, and succeeding. So number one, I came across this also, which I agree with this. So I'm going to have this on the podcast. Feel free to download this and replay this many times you want. This is the 10 best tips for achieving anything you want in life. Number one, focus on commitment, not motivation. Just how committed are you to your goal? How important is it for you? And what are you willing to sacrifice in order to achieve it? If you find yourself fully committed, motivation will follow. This is from the source also. I got this from the source. You can look at this too from the source. It's success.com. It's 10 tips to achieve anything you want in life and comments, okay? Also, number two, seek knowledge, not results. If you focus on the excitement of discovery, improving, exploring, and experimenting, your motivation will always be fueled. If you focus on results, your motivation will be like weather. It will die the minute you hit a storm. So the key to focus on the journey, not the destination. Keep thinking about what you are learning along the way and what you can improve. Okay. Number three is make the journey fun. It's an awesome game. The minute you make it serious, there's a big chance it will start carrying a heavy emotional weight and you lose perspective and become stuck again. Okay. Number four, get rid of stagnating thoughts. I always say this too. I always get away from the stinking thinking, get away from toxic people. I want to put that in there. So thoughts influence feelings. Feelings determine how you view your work. You have a lot of thoughts in your head, and you always have a choice of which ones to focus on. Remember target. Remember I said that earlier. Target, focus, get in position. The ones that will make you emotionally stuck, fears, doubts, I call fears false evidence appearing real. Or the ones that will move you forward. Excitement, experimenting, trying new things, stepping out of your comfort zone. So these next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm getting out of my comfort zone, getting right back in the flow. But I did it. I always say perfect doing, not doing perfect. Make those steps. Those two things that people go through. I always say that on my podcast, and I say that in presentation. I say it plugging in my head. There's two things I want you guys to think about that you go through daily, or that you're going through now here. You go through pain or pleasure. Most of you guys are going through pain because you can't get the sales for your business. You got that sales on the board. You got 3 sales on the board that not meeting their conditions, especially if you're a salesman on here, or if you're trying to close a deal, car salesman, home salesman. I remember, because that's who I focus with. I can relate having 3 deals on the board, and the person barely has a 580 score to qualify for the home loan, and they missed one condition. And the other 2, you're waiting for the conditions, bank statements, all that good stuff. But if you can focus on building your leads or building your tribes, and start putting 2 to 3 leads every other day on the board that turns into deals, it's gonna build up. So just focus, but get rid of the doubts and get rid of the fear. Okay, stepping out of your comfort zone. Do what it takes at that time. I have information on the podcast where you can build leads offline, but you got to do it. People are either lazy or they don't want to make that first step. in doing what I have, I give you that information that I took. I give you the steps that I did when I was a loan officer, where I was getting 10 to 15 deals. Okay. So number 5, use your imagination. Next step after getting rid of negative thoughts is to use your imagination. When things go well, you're full of positive energy. And when you are experiencing difficulties, you need to be even more energetic. So rename your situation. If you keep repeating, I hate my work, guess which feelings those words will evoke? It's a matter of imagination. You can always find something to learn, even from the worst boss in the world at the most boring job. I have a great exercise for you. Just for 3 days, think and say these positive things only. See what happens. So they break that down, okay? Stop. That's a breakdown. You can go there. I'm going to have that breakdown also on my podcast. I'm going to have it also. The goal is the next couple hours, I'm going to have the answers to that. Because on this situation on success.com, they give the how to. I'm going to give my breakdown. So we'll go through that also. But you write how. You put that together. You put that together. Let's go back. You exercise that. That's the purpose of 2. When I said before, that's the purpose of your planner. The planner I'm telling you about, law of attraction. You can write that down for you, to build you. So have an exercise. This tell you what happens. You can use part of this exercise for the law of attraction, okay? And follow through, execute. Don't be afraid to fail. So stop being nice to yourself. This here, the breakdown, I can relate to that part. Stop being nice to yourself. Motivation means action, and action brings results. Sometimes your actions fail to bring the results you want. So you prefer to be nice to yourself and not put yourself in a difficult situation. You wait for the perfect timing for an opportunity while you drive yourself into stagnation and sometimes even into depression. Get out there. Challenge yourself. Do something that you want to do, even if you are afraid. False evidence appearing real. Real, that's fear, remember? Number 7, get rid of distractions. People are going to hate. If you got too much listed on your goals for the day, break it down. Figure out which one is the most important. Get rid of the other 7 or 6. Try to have 2, no more than 4. 5 is too many. You want to have what's proper, but you want to focus on those. Okay, let me keep on my time. I apologize. See, I got to focus on my time. So get rid of the distractions. Meaningless things and distractions will always be in your way, especially those easy, usual things you would rather do yourself instead. That you rather do yourself instead of focusing on new, challenging, and meaningful projects. Learn to focus on what is the most important. Write a list of time wasters and hold yourself accountable to not do them. Don't rely on others. You should never expect others to do it for you, not even your partner, friend, or boss. They are all busy with their own needs. No one will make you happy or achieve your goals for you. It's all on you. Okay? Number 9, plan, as I said before. Know your 3 steps forward. You do not need more. Fill out your weekly calendar, noting when you will not, noting when you do what and how. When what and how is important to schedule, review each day went by, what you learned, and revise what you could improve. That's why I said try to break it down. So I agree with that. Okay. Number 10, protect yourself from burnout. Don't do too much. It's easy to burn out when you are very motivated. Observe yourself to recognize any signs of tiredness and take time to rest. Your body and mind rest when you schedule relaxation and fun time into your weekly calendar. Do diverse tasks. Keep switching between something creative and logical. something physical, and still working alone and with a team. Switch locations and do that often too. Meditate or just take deep breaths. Close your eyes. Focus on one thing for 5 minutes. Okay. All right. So here's the part that I said earlier. I'm going to start before. Here's the part solution to help you get started. Here's a 30-day planner. You message me the word LOA, which stands for what? Law of Attraction, or put comment planner. You can do either or. You see that button on here. You can comment, or on the replay, you can also comment Law of Attraction, and you'll receive the planner, the PDF file. You also can go to my website. Leave your email when you go to my website, nickbrowninc.com. Look to the right, or if you're on your cell phone, scroll on down. You'll see that information. All you need is your email, and you get that PDF planner. And you're going to get the bonus. You get a bonus where I show you how you can get 100 leads in the next 3 to 4 days offline if you need help on getting leads for either you or your team, if you're a business owner or if you're starting a business, okay? So thanks for this first Facebook Live presentation for the Law of Attraction. My goal is I'm going to look forward to having a guest speakers. I saw 3 to 5 guest speakers I'd love to have on for Instagram, or send me a comment. Who would you like for me to reach out to see if I can get an interview, either podcast or the video here for the Law of Attraction, okay? So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.